online about this stuff. People are talking about how, okay, this is cute, but where's 21 Savage at with all this, okay? Where's 21 at? He did put his hands in the picture, in the video, music video, which was underwhelming, kind of embarrassing. You're doing all this for a man who can't even show his face. That's kind of sad. But all of Latto fans are, online happy, and they're just happy to just have this stuff going on. They're also just happy to have an album, okay? But after looking at all this stuff and, getting into it, I have some opinions that may ruffle some feathers. You did all this with some trash-ass music. That song that she teased and put out and all that, this sounds like Sunday service. And the video reminds me of Sunday service. And also, it sounds like everything off of Sugar Honey Iced Tea. The same fake-ass accent, the same fake-ass, corny-ass creative lyrics, the same wannabe disses to Nicki Minaj, and the same stolen Drake flow. I mean, it's the same stuff. Okay, you took, 5 months off? Now you think you're Nicki Minaj on her hiatus era? You're not. Also, I feel like when it comes down to what she was doing, when it comes to, the music and stuff, this was her chance to put out a hit, a banging hit. Everybody talking about you and your pregnant-ass, stiff-ass belly. Her belly, Latto's belly looks very, very stiff. And I know that happens sometimes with people, but her belly looks extremely, extremely tight. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But also, I just think that when it comes down to it, y'all, she should have put out a better song for this kickoff of the era, okay? And I just really wish that she did. But, Latto isn't really a talented, how can I say this? She's talented in certain ways, but when it comes to versatility, no. Okay, she just keeps using the same formula. Now, was the video that I saw good? No, it was okay. Like I said, it was repetitive. It was the same thing she did in Sunday service, just pregnant. Okay, the same thing. Are the lyrics good in her songs? It's okay. I mean, I ain't complaining. But, the social media people, they're eating it up. They're eating it up because they're so blinded by the pregnancy and the noise, right? And there's also a conversation saying we don't like how a lot of rap girls now are trying to use pregnancy as a rollout. Why all the rap girls want to get pregnant and now it's a rollout. I blame Cardi B. Cardi B has done that. Cardi B has made that a thing. But I'm not gonna sit there and act like it's the worst thing ever. People do worse things for PR stunts. People do worse things for clicks and views. So I ain't gonna lie. Okay, cool. It's smart. And plus she's naming her album Big Mama, and she technically is a mama now. So it makes sense. But I do think that this is not a bad rollout. I think that some of the execution and some of the content quality of this rollout is very, very, very corny, very, very tacky, and very, very, very redundant. And I'm not a hater, but I'm just being very, very honest. Now let's chat. How do you feel about it? Do you all enjoy the song? Do you enjoy the cover? Okay, yeah, let me get to the cover, y'all. The cover was okay. The cover was cute. I ain't gonna lie, the cover is low-key cute for the content. It makes sense. If it was something else, okay, this cover is trash. But for the title and the name and the the era that she's in, Big Mama, she's holding a little animal. That's cute. I ain't gonna lie, that was cute. But let's talk, y'all. Let's get into it. A lot of the fans, they have so much to say. This has been a trending topic all day, and it's like, okay, all right, y'all.
Big Mama, one kid. Did all that talk to be a statistic? Here's my thing. You was untouchable. You wasn't ran through. You bragged about all of this stuff just to end up being the baby mama to a rapper who may or may not still be married and got 3 kids already. That's a L. It's just like I told y'all before. A woman's pretty privilege, most of the time, she never uses it to her full advantage the way a man who is at the top 1% of men use their privilege. A top 1% man is always going to go for the best of the best women that he possibly can get. But not 1% women. Not women who are like a Latto, where she's racially ambiguous and she appeals to all different types of men, and she could have possibly had whatever she wanted, and she still chose to be the baby mama of a man who already got 3 kids. These young girls don't have any type of female musicians and rappers to look at as inspiration, because they all getting baby mama. Every single one of them. We didn't grow up like that. All of the girls that we grew up with, whether it be singers, rappers, either they didn't get married, didn't have kids, or they ended up getting married and having children. Whether it worked out or not, they still at least tried. And that's the image that we got to see, is at least women trying. But I tell you one thing, when y'all professional baby mamas started coming into them comment sections and calling Latto's pregnancy, I knew y'all wasn't lying. Y'all don't never be wrong about these pregnancies. Y'all have been pregnant enough times to know the signs of when y'all see them. Y'all are never wrong. Whenever you get into a comment section and you see a bunch of baby mamas ganged up together saying that a girl is pregnant, that girl is pregnant. It's only a matter of time before she announce it.
I feel like Latto fell for the spell that a lot of women her age end up falling for. Subconsciously, I think a lot of women fall under the spell of being told that, if you aren't married and if you don't have children by 30, you might as well throw the baby out with the bathwater. You might as well just make sure that you have a baby before you're 30 years old if you can't secure a marriage. Because at 27, I don't know, I kind of feel like anywhere between 27 to 29, this is when you see women the pregnancies getting more rampant, in my opinion. And I really do feel like it has a lot to do with the fact of not wanting to fall into this uncomfortable place being seen in society that I don't want to be. I don't know why. I could just picture Latto saying in an interview, I want to be an old hoe having kids. I don't want to be an old hoe having kids. I legit feel like that. The big mama, no kids. The days of that in her brain were already going to be numbered, okay? Because she said big mama, no kids. She didn't say, old hoe, no kids. She wasn't going to let herself get into quote unquote old woman. I'm not saying that a 30-year-old woman is an old woman, but by society standards, the status quo is essentially by 30, people are expecting for you to be working toward having a child or to have had a child already. And with her being with 21 Savage for as long as she has, I honestly think that her mindset was like, okay, I don't have a ring, but then if I walk away from the situation with him despite me not having a ring, that means I would have to be single. Then that would mean that I would have to start all over finding someone, and then I would have to start all over and having compatibility with that person, and then starting all over getting to know this person, and then starting all over trusting the fact that this is someone that I could at least have a child with if marriage didn't come up. Like, I kind of feel it's still like the same thing that like Ashanti did, you know what I mean? A lot of women have like this thing where it's like, I'm running out of time, whether it be you're turning 30 or whether you're turning 40.
Y'all mad about Latto being pregnant by 21 who's married, but I feel like there's an understanding or agreement in the background. However, once he like, you know, handled that situation, I wholeheartedly think he will marry Latto. I think so.
No, he won't. Once he got the baby, why would he marry her? Like, y'all be so gullible. Moving on to Doja Cat, what is going on with her? Y'all, Doja Cat is online. She is discussing her deadbeat father and how, you know, he is low-key trashy and he can't even come to none of her shows, despite her being very, very, very successful. And she's on TikTok posting videos about how trashy he is. And it's really getting to the point now where she has to send explicit videos about men to her father to troll him. But it's like, Doja, huh? I'm like, Doja, are you cool?
On a lighter note, I was messaging my father because he's here in Africa, and he said that he couldn't make it to my show because I don't message him enough and I didn't call him on WhatsApp. So I sent him Gape, and they said if you go to this link you can get a ticket, super duper easy. And he said, oh yes, I will send this to my management. My management will handle all of this. At the moment I'm just very busy doing costume and rehearsal, so at the moment I cannot do this myself. So fair, right? And so then he's at work, right? And he's working, and so he just keeps on messaging me, and he says, I'm just very busy right now, and I can't get to the phone, I can't do this at the moment, and then keeps messaging that to me. And then I sent him the website again. He said, what is the website? Because we were messaging each other, but he didn't see the link the first time, and so I sent it again, and he said, darling, what is this? What I'm seeing is a gay, it's like a porno on my screen. And I don't know if it's a scam, because I feel like I'm scamming here. So please, sweetheart, I don't know what to do with this. I can't get the tickets.
Doja Cat, you seriously need to grow up. You're 30 plus years old. Grow up. Like, you're not 14 or 15 anymore. It's not funny. It's not cute. You need to genuinely go get some help. This is not cute. This is not interesting. Like, who does this? You are well grown and you have a full-on blown career as an artist, and this is what you're doing? Sending your father freaky videos of men because he can't come to your show? Like, okay, now what? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I genuinely think Doja Cat, I think she's gone through something traumatic to where she has, like, her maturity level is just so low. I'm not saying you can't play around here and there and life cool, but, like, you trying to use this as a get back because you low-key hurt. You hurt that your father can't come to the show, and you love him, but he don't care about you that much at all because he probably think that you're weird. And you taking it out by sending him weird links. That's not funny. Like, that's just not funny at all. You could, like, and then she low-key feel bad because she don't talk to him like that, which is why she is mentioning that in the video. Okay? Let's just be honest. I really just feel like, honestly, Doja Cat is hurt. She's hurt. But when you hurt, you do dumb stuff sometimes. You do really stupid stuff. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all who have people in your life, like parents or family members, who don't show the real love they need to show and don't be there for you, it hurts you. But you mask it and you, like, act like you don't care and you do things to try to give revenge. But, like, some things you do only hurt yourself because it's like, girl, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But Doja Cat needs help. Like, I mean, like, professional, mental, psychological. She needs to get, like, some counseling or something. She needs to get some counseling. Everybody is clocking the people online. Okay, they said that, let's address this. They said, why y'all congratulate Cardi B, Latto, Lala Baptiste being single baby mothers, but drag the F out of Halle Bailey and Sky Jackson? They said, colorist. These light Rottweilers can be loud and ghetto while y'all hold black women to different standards. That is kind of true. Looking back at it, y'all low-key did not give Latto that much hate. Y'all didn't give Cardi B that much hate. And I don't know why. Well, I do know why, obviously, now, but it's interesting to see. It is very, very interesting to see. But I think also, too, people don't understand that when it comes down to it, people don't really care about logic or morals, okay? As long as they love the artist so much, they let anything slide. They let anything slide. As long as they're pretty or they kind of have a nice body or they kind of are aspirational in some way, they're going to rock with it. They're going to, you know, keep on going with it. And it's just, that's not cool. Because a person's body should not negate how trash decisions they make. Like how trashy their decisions are. And that's not okay. That's not cool. Y'all let who y'all want to let slide. And I'm peeping that as well. Okay? Y'all let the people who don't need to get slide. Sky Jackson and Halle Bailey, what they did wasn't even terrible. Now, Sky Jackson, she made a poor decision, but at least she wasn't dealing with no married man. Halle Bailey, DDG is just kind of childish. Other than that, he wasn't no married man. Okay? Cardi B had a baby while she was still pregnant with Offset. Like, at least Halle or Sky wasn't married. You see what I'm saying? It's just a lot of trash that y'all be promoting. Y'all promote trash. As long as the girl is quote unquote light skinned or attractive, y'all are cool with it. Y'all fine with it. Seriously. Okay? And y'all gonna say, well, you know, everybody be excusing Sexy Red. Nobody excuses her. She doesn't get that many excuses. So that doesn't count. Oh, wow. Moving on to Nicki Minaj, she's online and she's discussing that she has a new business move. She has just got her fragrances on TikTok Shop. Now, some of y'all might say, well, how is that a business move? How is that tea? How is that gag? Baby, you know TikTok Shop is like the biggest growing e-commerce platform right now? Yes, all right? And plus, also, y'all, people on TikTok Shop make a lot of money and stuff always be selling out. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all watching right now, if you easily influence, you definitely have bought from TikTok Shop. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, at least 5 times or more. So, trust me, there's coin in TikTok Shop. Now, all her fragrances are there. The pink print isn't there, but she got Pink Friday on there. She got all types of stuff on there. And she's online. She's filming videos discussing her new fragrance on social media. Let's get into that tea.
Happy Pink Friday to all of the Barbs in Gag City. He liked the way I smell, PF2. He bend me up, Prietzo. So, why is today such a happy Pink Friday, you ask? Well, after years and years of the Barbs asking me over and over and over and over again, I'm pleased to say that all of my fragrances are now right here on TikTok Shop. Click the link below and you too can have Pink Friday 2, Majesty, and Onika. Pink Friday 2, Majesty, and Onika. I mean, only if you want to be the star in any room that you stand in.
Yes, get y'all fragrances, y'all. I'm gonna give me a Pink Friday one, okay? No shade. No, but seriously though, I love this. It gives all the fans opportunity. And plus, TikTok Shop got all that coin on there. TikTok is a multi-billion-dollar company. Wait, trillionaire. Is it trillion? Yeah, I don't know. But trust me, it's up there. So y'all, this y'all chance. Go ahead and buy. What you scared for? You scared? I know why you scared. I know why you gonna be the star in every room you stand in. So you don't want to be a star. You too scared. Okay, like she said, buy that perfume, buy that fragrance if you want to be a star. If you don't want to be a star, you want to be okay, that's cool. Child, the Nicki Minaj copying is continuing and going on. It is going on too far. It is really getting sick. Sunshine Benzie. Yes, you all know I have been critiquing her for the past few months now, but Sunshine Benzie is online and she's giving Nicki Minaj cosplay once again. Let's go ahead and play the clip, y'all. She has a new EP coming out, I believe, and this is giving Nicki Minaj. It is.
I need a doing man to carry my bags in. Security is too busy protecting the Aston. To New York, shut down stores in Harlem, bitches. Who do you think I am? I miss this heavy, them bitches envy.
You're not Nicki Minaj, bitch. You're not Nicki Minaj. You're not Nicki Minaj. And she said she's shutting down stores in Harlem. What store are you shutting down? Rainbow? What store are you shutting down? Dollar Tree? I'm confused. What stores are you shutting down, Sunshine? Okay, you're just such a fraud. Oh, Aston. Oh, tell them to get the Aston. Well, you don't own an Aston. You just got here. You don't own any vehicle from your rap career yet. You just got here. The most you can get is a Kia K4, which is still T. But girl, you ain't at Aston yet, okay? No shade. Also, my thing about her is, why are you trying to be this? And people are really co-signing this, y'all. It's insane. It's crazy. I'm disgusted at y'all again. I'm so disgusted. Because it's like y'all are going to continue to let this stuff happen right in your face over and over and over and over again. And I don't like that for y'all. I hate that for y'all, actually. Because it shows that y'all are gullible. It don't take much for y'all to be amused or entertained or turned on. Okay? Y'all easy. Like, y'all are easy. And I hate that for y'all. But the real fans know what's up. The real fans don't support Sunshine Benzie. I'm sorry. I be in my comment section. Y'all be saying, oh, yeah, she's up next. She's up next. She's up next. Up next for what? Up next for what? Jack Harlow, it's time to get your clown award. So Jack Harlow's Monica, his new album, Monica, Monica, you get it? Is to debut around 36 on the Billboard 200 chart with 91,000 units sold first week. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That is genuinely trash. Jack Harlow, your fall off needs to be studied. Okay? Oh, I know what happened. All that blackfishing that you was doing, yeah, it can't pay the bills no more. You know why? Because eventually it gets to be at a point where people feel like you're a fraud. Yeah, you're a fraud.
And invitations to the cookout have been suspended indefinitely. Jack Harlow recently said,
I got black music. I got black music.
The first comment says, if everybody wants to be black, who gonna be the white people? Because Jack Harlow went down to the beauty supply store and picked up a 1996 Neo hat, the 2005 B2K glasses, and dropped an album called Monica. Now, some people are saying in the clip I just played, he was admiring black culture and art, and that he just wanted to make an R&B album. But I do understand why people are skeptical, though, and are talking about cultural appropriation, because it does seem like there are white artists who go through a blackness phase. You remember Blackiana Grande?
I'm like, bitch, that's my cookie. That's my juice, okay? Carry on. Thank you, next.
Miley Cyrus notoriously had a black phase, and then she went right on back to country. So the reason people are saying it's a black phase is because they'll come out, do hip-hop, and then they'll drop that little black scent that they have and go back to whatever genre of music they were doing before, country, pop, whatever. So it can definitely feel like they were just trying on or auditioning blackness, if you will. But ultimately, as an artist, I do think it's more than okay to experiment with genres, but saying my music got blacker, of course, everyone's going to come online and get their jokes off. But yeah, somebody will have to tell me if this album is good. I'm not gonna hold you. I really do enjoy neo soul music, and that reminds me, whoever called Jack Harlow Neo Snowchild,
You're hilarious. You need a comedy special and you need one now. So let me know when y'all start playing the album. I might give it a little stream. I'm curious as to whether the music is good or not. So I think by that metric, I guess the promo did its job. Next case.
Moving on to Lizzo. People are talking about how Grammy-winning singer Lizzo uploaded a video of the weight loss version, her dancing on the fat version of herself, in a preview of her new single, Don't Make Me Love You, coming out this Friday. Somebody said that she mocks her fat version every day, yet she hasn't really changed. I think it's because Lizzo has built an entire identity and trauma around being fat that she no longer can just move on from that era. And I think that she just likes the attention of being big. Even though she moved on from it, she likes the conversation around being fat. She built her entire brand around being fat. She can't just abandon it. You know what I'm saying? She can't abandon that. And I feel like, honestly, like no shade, I wish she did how Adele was. Adele was big. Nobody kept talking about how big she was. She just made good music and good art and moved on. And she just lost her weight, and Adele didn't really talk much about her weight loss. She just lost the weight and moved on. Lizzo is making her weight loss her entire personality, and it's very cringe to me, because why are you twerking on a fake fat version of your past self? That's corny. Like, what's going on here? Now, Lizzo, in my opinion, I do miss her. It's About Damn Time era. That was a fun moment. I was like, yes! Like, I thought her career was finna be going up, going crazy. Like, we finna get teed up in this, okay? We finna get insane in here, okay? What's that? But no, things kind of turned around. But let's talk less chat. What's your opinion on that? Maybe some people find it interesting. Maybe some of y'all found it funny. Maybe some of y'all found it entertaining. I don't know. But, let's talk less chat. Sidebar, do y'all remember at the time when Lizzo was at that basketball game and she had her butt cheek cut out dress on? That was crazy. Wasn't that crazy? Y'all gotta stop being so mean to Carisha. Oh, my God. Online, they said the all three of Carisha's 2026 tracks have failed to chart on Billboard Hot 100. Newsflash, they said that it flopped. Tea Time, they said it had fake hype. The third one is Crickets. They said it's been 5 years since her last Hot 100 appearance. They said it's time to admit that she's nothing without JT. I said that before, so this is not tea for me. But I think that Carisha is just having fun. Honestly, I don't take her serious anymore. I kind of let go of all that serious talk and serious critique about her, because obviously, if you have any type of intuition to drop that song called Tea Time, you know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching. Yeah, baby, you don't take yourself seriously. So why would I take you seriously? You know? But low key though, Carisha is kind of setting a trend, because in real life people be saying that. They be like, it's tea, and they be saying her little catchphrase. And I guess that was her point. I guess she wasn't really looking for chart placement. I guess she probably was just looking for jokes and fun time. Maybe she just wanted to have people, having fun. I guess that was her overall point. Okay, period. You ate that. But moving on in 2026, let's stop putting Carisha on a certain expectation level. Let's just let her do her and call it a day. I realized that a long time ago, I can't want more from her. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. The SZA fans are confused. They're trying to figure out exactly why she scrapped one of her music videos. Why she scrapped one of her music videos. So her music video for her song Low was scrapped back in 2023. She says, sigh. The video was so great, but I hate it. I did in it. Then I lost like 50 pounds and couldn't figure out how to make it make sense in real time. It was just a lot, but so fire. Yes, it was so fire, y'all. Low was a really, 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 really good song. It still is a good song, but at the time, if Low came out, it would have been another hit. Like, Low was like one of those underrated album track songs where it was like, okay, we can tell this has potential, but she never dropped the video. She never dropped it. TDE kind of plays games a lot. TDE allows their artists to have a bit too much freedom. They have too much freedom on TDE. I don't know what it is, but they just kind of have too much say in their art. Y'all need to force her to put it out. That's what y'all should have did. But knowing SZA, she's probably lying. She probably didn't lose 50 pounds. She probably gained 50 pounds. She probably didn't even, I just feel like she be capping. She definitely capping. And if you know SZA, she be lying. She be lying real bad. She always has an excuse. Okay, she is always going to pop out with some excuse. But in my opinion, though, I feel like SZA, she is really, really good at storytelling. I love her storytelling, and that's why I was so upset that the Low video did not come out, because videos are a part of storytelling. So it's like, dang, the fans wanted to have some more storytelling elements, But yeah, girl, SZA, all this lying gotta stop, okay? You keep lying. Tomorrow you're gonna be like you pregnant, like Latto, just to get some clicks and be trending. All you do is lie. Moving on to Miss Chloe Bailey. Okay, Miss Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey, y'all, she is online saying, you know what, y'all, I have a new big era coming out pretty soon. On social media, they said that they couldn't take her, basically saying how Have Mercy was a hit, but people didn't really get it, but they did, obviously. Chloe Bailey replies back. She says, oh, they will get it. They will be tuned in very soon, okay? So she's being very confident about her new music. Chloe, that teaser you put out, I wouldn't say too much. It wasn't good. But I'm happy that she's not giving up. She's not stopping. She's not quitting, and she's continuing to push through. Because at the end of the day, all you need is just to push through, and you will see something. Whether it's in 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, something will eventually give if you never stop. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what it is. If it's really meant for you, and if you can't stop thinking about it every single day, that's a definite sign that it's meant for you. But it's sometimes you're gonna have a flop era. Sometimes you're gonna have an era where you don't know what to do. And that's Chloe right now. Sometimes you're gonna have an era where it's like you don't know how to get it off the ground, but you have to stick it through and keep pushing. So I'm happy for Chloe Bailey. I love that she's continuing to go, even though the music she's making is a bit trash compared to what I would like from her. But I'm never gonna let that stop me from supporting her, because I can see Chloe Bailey being a big star. I think in her 30s she's gonna take off. I think it's gonna take her to be 31, 32, because she needs to just calm down a bit, you know? Not in terms of, oh, she does too much, but I think in her production and her singing, like sometimes she's just doing too much when it comes to trying to make music feel good instead of just letting it feel good. If you know what I mean? Like sometimes her music feels like she's trying so much to give a certain mood and vibe, and it's like, girl, you don't have to do all that. Just come through and just vibe out. All that crazy overproduction, auto-tune, heavy breathing, deep vocals, and overselling it, that doesn't do anything for anybody but make people feel like it's a gimmick. So Chloe, I'm here for you. Just keep on pushing, boo. Yes, had that confidence, but that new teaser you put out, I don't know about that confidence, boo. That was not really hitting for me. Oh, I don't know. J. Cole has a new opinion, and people have been discussing it like, wait, he may be onto something, right? J. Cole hates new music dropping at midnight on a Friday night. He says, I hate that albums drop at 12 o'clock. You wouldn't disrespect the movie like that. Dudes be tired by 12. So it's like, what's the point of dropping it at that time? I agree with that, honestly, because by 12 o'clock, well, I don't be tired. I be up. But by 12 o'clock, most people who be working 9-to-5 jobs, real jobs, like careers, they be tired. They're not up at 12 o'clock waiting for a new song or a new album. They're going to hear it in the morning. So it's best to just drop the album at 9 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning. And that way people can go to sleep and wake up and hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with Cole with that. I do agree with that. I do think that when albums drop at 12 o'clock, I don't even play the whole thing. I don't know. Maybe that's not a time problem, but I don't play the full album like that when it comes out. I'll probably skim through it and find a few songs I may want to tune into, and I'll probably play the full thing later on, like the next day while I'm doing an activity like cleaning up or driving. But other than that, I don't really be like playing full albums at 12 o'clock at night. So I guess he has a point there. He does have a point. And by the time the album be done, I'll be about to go to sleep anyway. So it's like people are listening to something when they're tired, and they can affect their judgment. You know what I'm saying? Social media users are clowning Mariah the Scientist, y'all. It is insane, okay? Mariah comments under Latto's post. She says, Mariah funny as L. Her ass been knew Latto was pregnant. Mariah the Scientist comments and says, you pregnant, question mark? Mariah the Scientist says that I'm going to be the best dad ever. She's so corny. Somebody else said, her bird brain ass about to be next, LOL. I mean, yeah, maybe so. But I feel like Young Thug is definitely going to get Mariah pregnant. You know why? Because he don't ever want her to leave him alone, ever. He wants Mariah to be around forever and ever and ever. And, I don't blame him. Every man wants a dumb pretty girl by their side. I mean, I think that, it definitely makes you feel good when somebody doesn't keep leaving you alone. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to see what's tea. Mariah the Scientist pregnancy, I think maybe in 2027, next year, for sure. Okay, she on tour right now. She don't got time for that. Moving on to Tyla. Everybody's wondering, Tyla, when are you going to start your rollout for your new album, A-Pop? Tyla teased her album last month at the Grammys. But Tyla, what's going on? Hopefully it's soon. And I low-key been confused because she's kind of been MIA a bit. I mean, she be posting on social media here and there. But where's Tyla at, y'all? What is going on? I need a new single out. Chanel has ran its course. Chanel is over with now. We need a new song out. For real. Okay, we need a new song. And we're going to see what's tea. But Chanel was a hit. Chanel did its thing. And I love Chanel. Chanel was popping for 4 to 5 to 6 months, right? It was doing good for a little minute, wasn't it?